Alright, well, I'm going to try and make a video tonight. I tried yesterday, or today. I tried yesterday, and then when I went in to do some editing, well, there was no video on the camera, so I didn't have the camera on. But I did get a coat of filler. I ground the welds and got a coat of filler around where the welds are, and I'm just going to give that a quick sand out with my DA, and then if I need any additional Bondo or something, that's the Marglass, the Marson Marglass there. And sometimes it leaves little craters or pits when you sand it out. It's kind of a rough type filler, but it's really super strong stuff, really good stuff. So I'm going to get that D8 out, and if I need a little bit of body filler, and then I'll caulk that seam before I paint the inside of the trunk. And I got the panel there all made, and I painted everything before I welded that panel in. I painted the under, so it doesn't rust. That was a really easy repair. I'll give that a quickie sand out. And that's all done too. And we'll give that a quickie sand out. So it's coming along good. And I wanted to talk about little other things. I wanted to talk about my dad and a few other people commented I never swear in my videos. Well, a long time ago I used to work at Suburban Marine, this boat dealer. And a customer came in, and I used to cuss all the time. I used to use every word in the book, every way you could use them. And this customer came in, and he used slang words in the most unusual ways I've ever heard in my life, to the point to where every other word was vulgar, and he could have probably said what he needed to say in a sentence that took him a paragraph if he edited out all the vulgarity. And when he left, my coworker Dave and I sat there and laughed for probably 15 minutes about it. And then I looked at Dave and I'm like, oh my God, that's what I sound like. And it just sounded really ignorant. So immediately I put effort into stopping swearing. And I didn't want to sound like that. So I do my best not to swear. It was a chore learning not to swear. I mean, when it's a bad habit that you just use regularly, it's probably like quitting smoking, stopping swearing. So I've really put a lot of effort into it. Occasionally they do slip out, but I try not to. And I also want to talk about my YouTube channel. Some of the other users that I enjoy watching. I really enjoy watching Cold War Motors. He's got some really good videos, does a lot of stuff what I like to do. And if you've ever watched Jeep 2003, he makes a lot of really cool things. If you haven't checked his videos out, go out and check them out. They're really amazing what he makes. He's in New York State. Cold War Motors is in Alberta. And then 805 Road King, he's in New Jersey. And I used to live in Hamilton, New Jersey, which isn't too far from, I guess he's in kind of the Smithville area, and I know where that is. I had a friend that worked for Viking Boats in New Gretna, and Jeremy also worked for Absecon Mills in Cologne, New Jersey. And so check out his channel. He made a glasshead Briggs & Stratton engine that's just absolutely mind-blowingly neat. Really, really interesting to watch the combustion happen and the piston and valves working as the engine's running. Just totally fascinating. And today he had a video up where he went for a ride in a Model T Ford, and it was really a neat car. Young guy that owns it, 19-year-old guy that owns the Model T Ford. I guess it's his first car from watching the video. And so I watched some of his videos, quite interesting videos too, and his is Hit and Misfits. And I'll try and put a link to the 805 Road King and Hit and Misfits into the description, and I might even put in Jeep 2003. I've put Cold War Motors in a previous video, but yeah, they're worth a visit to watch. There's some of my, just talking about kind of the videos I really enjoy. They're the videos I really enjoy. And so that's just a little update on the Pontiac and a little bit about my YouTube channel and a little bit about me. And there's a couple little weld divots there where they spot welded, and I thought I'll just fill them in and make it look a little neater. The spot welds are readily visible. And there was one here and one here that was quite deep, and it looked like crud would collect in them and cause rust, so I kind of did that. And this is where I had to take this bolt out for one of the gas tank straps so I could run a die on it. This one was okay. This one I had to pop out and run a die on it. So I'll put some new sealer around there when I seal that up, and I might just reseal a little bit of this right in here. And we'll give this trunk pan a quick coat of paint. And then I can get the trunk back together, and then I'm going to start on the body right here. And that's going to be nothing. Essentially, in a past video I showed down the inside of this quarter panel. Everything's solid here. So this is the only rust outs on this lip right here. So I'll just knock that out and repair that, and then I'll move on to the next and next until the car is done. But I'm going to get this stuff sanded out today. And I might even go all out and start sanding on this today too. And get that in primer when, I don't know if I'll need to put another coat of filler or not on it. We'll see once I sand it out. Get that primed up and ready for paint. And for all those people that just prime things and thinks that protects the surface, primer is porous. Metal will rust through primer, so you can't just prime something and expect it not to rust again. You really need to paint it. So anyway, there we go. Enjoy my videos. Enjoy 805 Road Kings, Jeep 2003, Cold War motors, and the newest one I just subscribed to, Hit and Misfits. Hit and Misfits.